A Girl Who Brought Down the World by Vivian Gee. Chapter 18. Doctrine. The janitor sweeps the hallway once more. The hallway is always spotless. Christopher hardly ever leaves his room. The janitor just continues sweeping when Christopher walks out of his office.
Do you think God will be okay if I spread his religion?
Christopher asks. Why not? Replies the janitor.
I only like some parts. God was definitely wrong about a lot of things, and I don't want to fix them.
Wouldn't that be disobeying God's will?
No. God's a cool guy, but I think he could do better.
Christopher walks into his office again, preparing for another speech. The janitor gives up and returns to mindlessly sweeping the hallway.
Father, do you really think God would want us to do this?
Asked Rabbichoso.
Rabbichoso is right. The Bible explains everything perfectly clear,
Says Holy Bunny Choso.
God's word is not meant to be tampered with. Be quiet, both of you. I'm very busy,
Shouts Christopher. He turns on the camera and addresses the nation once more.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Christopher Winfield Vega, and I'm here to teach you about religion. As you all know, America's official religion is Christianity. I think it's about time that someone taught all of America what it's like to be a good Christian. Remember, there are bad Christians and good Christians. Bad ones disobey God, and we do not like that.
Since when was Christianity America's official religion?
Asked Chris.
Never. Christopher's just being crazy again,
Says Shayna.
Oh. I hope Vivian and Jones are okay. I mean, how would it feel to listen to him talk all day like this?
Jones, how hard do you think it would be to kill myself? Asked Vivian from inside Christopher's basement.
It's bad enough that he has to broadcast his voice in every single room, but to hear him do things that no man should do? Disgusting.
Well, he is trying to change the 10 Commandments and spread them around as a new religion. Is he that egotistical? Asks Jones.
Have you not noticed, Jones? I mean, for crying out loud, all he does is dictate whatever he wants and forces the people to follow. He is pretty much God. Don't do what he says, and he'll smite you.
I haven't been paying much attention. The food he's been feeding us is horrible. I feel like vomiting all the time, but I think the food is permanently stuck in my stomach.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, does he not know what nutrition means? Well, when I was being raised with Christopher, our parents were often too lazy to cook. In fact, I can't recall a time they actually cooked anything. We often went out to eat, and the days we didn't, we would usually eat some frozen food. The only way I got by was off the school lunches that usually had an apple or something, recalls Jones.
I hope Kid's doing alright,
says Vivian.
Please be alright.
The group continues to listen to Christopher's declaration of a new religion from inside the car.
Where does he get off interpreting the Bible like this?
Asks Shayna.
Not even fundamentalists would go this extreme and actually go and change the meaning for their purposes,
says Mimi.
All potential future wives must believe in this religion,
Shouts Christopher.
I will not have it any other way. Now, that is settled, I would like to talk about homosexuality and religion. As you may or may not know, being gay is a sin in God's eyes. Okay? If God catches you having sex with someone of your original gender, you will go to hell. If you wish to repent and follow the straight path God has intended, I'm here to help.
Oh, Lord,
mutters Shayna.
If you find yourself tempted by the evils of Gay. You should put posters in your room of people of the opposite gender. This way you will always be influenced to have straight thoughts when you go into your room.
Says Christopher.
Slowly but surely, you'll eventually become straight.
Where the hell did he come up with this theory? Questioned Shayna. From being Christopher, replies Melanie. Only he could come up with something so stupid. I don't know how insecure he was with himself. He always tried to touch me. But was it because of that?
You need to concentrate fully in your opposite gender in order to fight the gay. You must believe in your one true boyfriend or girlfriend in order to completely ungay yourself. Ask them to do a dance for you in order to get your mind set on the straight path. If you're unable to stay straight when you're with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you must continue concentrating fully even if it does not work. God will judge you in that way.
I don't even know what he's talking about anymore, says Melanie.
If you have the urge to be
Gay.
I have some helpful alternatives. If you're a guy and have a need to be gay, you should instead eat a lollipop to curb your impulses. If you're a girl, you should instead eat some carpet. It's just like going on a diet to lose weight. Eventually, you will slowly become less gay.
Eating carpet? Vivian exclaims. Is Christopher that stupid not to realize that's only a euphemism? He often does take things too literally, says Jones. This is why he never passed English.
I will now discuss the 7 deadly sins and why they're evil.
Christopher announces.
First is lust. Lust is about having a lot of thoughts about sex. Psst. I know many evil men who just think about sex when they go find a girlfriend and steal them from the honest men like me who do not care about sex. The only sexual thoughts I have when I have my dreams which are given to me by God. He wants me to have sex, which is why he keeps giving me dreams about them. Next is gluttony. Gluttony is about eating too much. As you can see, I'm as fit as a fiddle, and I've not taken too much food from society. I've even been nice enough to give the terrorists food as well. You should take it from me and help starving people feed themselves.
I'm still hungry, complains Kid. Where's my food? We know, Kid, says Shayna. Supplies are constantly low in every town we meet. Does Christopher not realize what he's done to the nation? All he cares about are his stupid parades to see if people still obey him or not.
Third is greed. Greed is about hoarding money. I do not hoard money. I freely give whatever money I have to the poor. I will make sure that all Americans can buy what they need.
Stop lying, Christopher! Shouts Jones. Greed is not about just money. It's about material possessions as well. You bought so many things with all the money our parents spent on you. All those video games and DVDs are just a waste of money when you never touch them again.
I mean, how much did Christopher buy? Asked Vivian. His shelves were full of games. He often would not touch many of them after playing through them just once or twice, not even beating it. He sold off most of the game just to buy new ones. But the best part was, he would buy his old games back after he realizes how much he misses them.
Fourth is sloth. You should never be lazy. You should be active like me and become President of the United States. I have taken many actions to ensure that America is set on the right path for future generations. Me and Rabbit Choso continue to fight for what's right.
Oh, Christopher, you lying asshole, mutters Jones. I'm enjoying these tales, says Vivian. Anything to the contrary of what he says? When I saw him, he usually never left his room. He would always sit in his bed to do everything. He would play video games from it, sleep, eat, and would never exercise. Even now, he continues to do all his actions from the comfort of his chair. I mean, he hasn't done anything good for America. All he does is make comics and set off nukes when things go wrong.
Fifth is anger. You should never be angry at your enemies. You should always learn to forgive like I have. For example, I did not kill the terrorists. Instead, I let them live because I am a loving and compassionate person. All those men who have taken my potential future wives from me, I do not hate them. I'm only angry because I'm doing what is right by making sure that women stay with true and honest men like me.
Christopher has never been a righteous person, explains Jones. His tantrums always got the best of him. Unwarranted anger towards everyone and everything still consume him today. It makes me sick to watch him continue to be a hypocrite. I find it kind of amusing, says Vivian. I'd find it more amusing if I wasn't locked in his basement. Loving compassion my ass.
Envy is number 6. You should never be envious of what others have. I do want desperately for my future wife, however. And I'm not jealous of men who honestly and truly earned theirs. I just want to make sure that all women receive true and honest husbands.
Vivian, do you know what happened at the end of high school? Asks Jones. You get wasted? Vivian sarcastically replies. There's a ceremony, and Christopher was set to accept his diploma. I only watched the video my parents sent me, and I sometimes watched it whenever I felt terrible. In it, I watched Christopher crying as he went to accept his award and then run off. Wow, what a pussy. The best part was that he was only crying because he did not get a special award like some of his classmates. He wanted an award for being creative. I'm still not sure what that means. But damn it, Christopher, you're still eating green today. Otherwise I wouldn't be in this basement, scowls Jones.
Last is pride. You should never hold yourselves to be superior than others. All men are created equal,
Christopher declares.
I am only president. I'm just an ordinary Joe like the rest of you. So please, America, do not view me as a high and mighty powerful man. Just view me as a simple, normal person.
Shayna shuts off the radio while Christopher's mid-sentence about new changes to the Bible. Is there even any reason why Christopher's still chasing us? Asks Mimi. Don't forget, he's still after me, says Melanie sadly. I mean, what will happen if Christopher does get a hold of you? I don't want to think about it. What will Christopher accomplish by marrying you and having a child? He's obviously not fit to be a husband or competent enough to take care of children. I would certainly not let that man get close to Kid. I'm glad you're my mom, whispers Kid to Mimi. That's nice to hear, sweetie, replies Mimi. Why the change of heart? I realize that I have very good parents. I miss Dad. He gave up his life to save me. I wish that I could grow up to be as good a mom as you have been. That's so kind of you to say. Christopher's taught me one thing today, says Kid. There needs to be more good people in the world. For all the bad ones, one day I hope they can change. What about Christopher? He's the exception.